Hello guys, today I'm going to do a tutorial showing you how to animate and go over animations. So first thing we're going to do is start off with something simple. We're going to create a 3D cube. And we're going to go to our animation tab here. So go to this three dot icon, add tab, and then go to animation. And then here we're going to create our animation. We're going to call this cube test or whatever it may be. We're going to click this record button and this will begin our animation. So what we're going to do is make this cube move back and forth. So I'm going to go to our 1 second mark and then we're going to push this cube to 5, and then at our 2 second mark we're going to put it back to 0 and make it loop. But you could also just go to our first keyframe, Control C to copy, and then Control V to paste. So now if I press play, this is what it looks like. So we're making our cube move back and forth. I'm going to go to our 3 second mark. I'm going to put this to 5. And then at 4, I'm going to put this back to 0. Now it will look like it is looping seamlessly. So at our 4 second mark, I'm going to make the cube grow to about 5. And if I press play, it's just slowly going to grow. Maybe you want to make it spin, you can do that too. You can pretty much do just about everything. Make it spin at a 360. And then if I click play, we'll be able to see the cube in action. So now I'm going to go over Animator Controller. So I have these animals that we're going to use for our tutorial here today. I got this bear. And if we look inside our bear, we have this animator with this animator controller. I'm going to actually remove all these transitions because it would have just played everything all at once. Here's our default state, which we have is idle. So this is going to be the first animation it's going to play when the scene starts. And then we have all these other states here. So what I'm going to do for this tutorial is when I have my player enter inside a trigger, I'm going to activate that bear to play an animation using the animator controller. So I'm going to actually step into the trigger and then I'm going to have it play its die animation. So we're going to make sure that this animation isn't looping, which it doesn't because we wouldn't want this to loop. And then we're going to create our trigger, which I have a very short and simple tutorial video on my channel that explains triggers and how to make this exact setup here. So this would be our trigger. And you could really just skip this part. All we're doing right now is just activating the animation to play. So this is our trigger. I'm going to set that as trigger, and then I'm going to drag in my script that I have that I also provided in that video. And then I'm going to drag in the bear. So when my player steps into this trigger, it's going to play this animation. So the bear is what I want it to play. Animator string, which will be our state, and inside of animator controller it was called die with a lowercase d, so you have to be very specific. And then everything should work. I'm just going to set the tag because I want it to be the player. I'm going to step into this trigger and then that bear will play its death animation. And you could call this through script as well. Here we have our bear playing its idle animation on start. I'm going to step inside this trigger and I just killed the bear. So if you wanted to do this inside a script, it would be this line right here. Game object, attach that script to the game object, get animator. It's going to get our animator and play that state. So that's pretty much going over animator controller. If this video helped you out, please give me a thumbs up, a subscribe, and thank you for watching.